ହେବ ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ବୁଝିପାରୁନି ମାନେ you are postgraduate in sociology.
Sir, continuing.
Continuing ଆଉ chemistry biology English ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ଏଇଟା ଲେଖିଛି MSc chemistry
Integrated MSc.
MSc I see integrated MSc ମାନେ ବିରେଶ୍ୱର ସେ ଦଉଛି integrated MSc ମାନେ ପ୍ଲସ୍ 2 ରୁ ଅପ୍ ଟୁ
ପ୍ଲସ୍ 3 ଆଉ PG ର କୋର୍ସଟା ସେଟା ଇଣ୍ଟିଗ୍ରେଟେଡ୍ ୱେରେ ହବ 5 years ହିଁ ହବ ଆଫ୍ଟର ପ୍ଲସ୍ 2
ପ୍ଲସ୍ 2
ପରେ ପ୍ଲସ୍ 2 ପରେ
ମାନେ BSc ହେଲାଣି ସେଟା ଆଚ୍ଛା ମାନେ କେତେ ଚାନ୍ସ ସେଇଟା ତୋର ଏଇଟା ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଚାନ୍ସ सोशियोलॉजी नहीं वो तो ये पास कर लो आसान से माने साइमल्टेनियसली पीजी कर बेलु माने एटा तो इंटीग्रेट कर पीजी कर लो केमिस्ट्री तने इग्नोर रु एटा जो बोलू साइमल्टेनियसली पैरेलल कोन हेबि दियो
23 रे मोर सॉरी गला डिग्री टा तो 24
चल कंटिन्यूइंग ता माने ना कि ये जो हैव नॉट बीन awarded केमिस्ट्री माने अछि
so much
not so much टेबल ले कितना ग्रुप अछि इनोट गैस देन को कंडीशन से डेवलप अछि जे रूल तला पने वैसे किछि रिएक्शन करे तो मोस्ट स्टेबल हो कोटा है ऑक्टेट अट्टा ठीक है तो आप पचारे साइंस भी बर्तमान आम सोसाइटी कौन देखु नेगेटिविटी not negative or positive but something we are seeing drastically different from earlier times. See that
increase in crime rates against
what
then we have also witnessed rape cases recently.
Crime against women.
Yes, then we are now seeing that more the vulnerable sections are not getting education despite having
social level nahi maine see that hai that other thing
sir dowry deaths burning cases we hame
acha the women gote mane chari gala
murders also yesterday
yes,
also
social violence then
robbery theft
the lawlessness body na kami check
sir lawlessness
so that is so these are the things which disturb social equilibrium out then divorce is rising which is affecting the marital stability actually so ये जो कहीं हो माने what is the basic social engineering कौन है चीज आप लोग we are experiencing those changes which are not good for society
first गोटे हे पारबो कि सेडेंटरी लाइफस्टाइल जो लोक माने प्रेफर करछंती बहुत माइग्रेशन होची रूरल रो अर्बन एरियाज को तो फैमिलीज ब्रेक होची न्यूक्लियर फैमिलीज को बेसी प्रेफरेंस दिया होची तो सेति पई जो आम सोशल बॉन्ड टा अछि सोशल कोहेशन जेतरे कम होची तापरे लोक माने रिलेटिव डेप्रिवेशन फेस माने फील करछंती तो सेटा गोटे रीजन हे पारिबो
अच्छा व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन कास्ट एंड क्लास
caste is a social construct according to sociologists which is unique to Indian society and class is a universal phenomenon where there is according to the economic status it is divided into groups
so that can be upward or downward mobility like class aji je upar achi kali can be upward but caste that kind of mobility is there
yes sir is seen both upward and downward one concept which is given by M.N. Srinivas which is sensitization
they follow they but they become suppose by following this thing can they come to upper caste milu suppose the lower caste are following the cultural practices traditions of the upper caste can they by following by adopting they become upper caste
sir but they are one concept is the dominant caste so they are becoming one having economic power which they are translating into political power and by that thing they are becoming dominant caste
but the caste distinction rahuchi na padi jauchi
अच्छी ବି
ଯଦି
ଅଛି
ଏଇଟା ହେଲା जो political empowerment lead to caste distinction ମାନେ eraser of the caste distinction ତାହେଲେ ଆମର ଆମେ ତ anomaly situation ପହଞ୍ଚେ ନା।
The caste is translating itself in different forms, like caste-based political parties, caste-based associations. So caste ନିଜକୁ reinforce କରୁଛି in one way or another.
अच्छा but जो intercaste marriages are happening nowadays, so it is there you are जो I mean जा कहला रेंसेट की करूची अब से रेंसेट तो होनी हम कास्ट सिस्टम इज डिजॉल्विंग हमें इंटरकास्ट हमारा फॉरबिडन दिला इंटरकास्ट मैरिज बट नाउ इट इज ऑलमोस्ट ए रियलिटी।
Sir, it is there, but also we can say that not much. ଏବେ ବି ପ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନେ ଏତେ ବି ମାନେ ଆଲାଉ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଇଣ୍ଟରକାଷ୍ଟ ମ୍ୟାରେଜେସ୍କୁ ସୋସାଇଟାଲ ପ୍ରେସର ଗୋଟେ ରହୁଛି ହଉଛି ବାକି ଏବେ ଆମ ନ୍ୟୁ ଜେନେରେସନରେ ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି ଫେନୋମେନା ବାକି ନଟ୍ ମଚ୍।
ଏଠି କାହିଁକି ଏଇ ଫେନୋମେନା କାହିଁକି ଆସିଲା which is the factor which has fueled this kind of a change?
Sir, I can say that sir co-ed education जो है
education has fueled this kind of thing, so in course of time there may change substantial change. What was written about annihilation of caste?
Sir, about caste system
annihilation of caste white as
yes sir B.R. Ambedkar.
BR what is patilom marriage? Patilom marriage
and Avlom marriage.
Sir,
Okay.
कौन पढ़ा आउ कौन पढ़ा तुम्हारा तो हॉबी कौन? ओडिसी तुम्हें ओडिसी डांस करो ना कि हैं कितना क्लासिकल डांस कर लो?
Sir, 8 classical.
हो
I'll say
हो
sir Manipuri, Kudi, Bharatnatyam, Mohiniyattam, Odissi, Kathak, Satriya,
हैं
Satriya dance,
सतरिया हाँ
Assam.
7 नहीं गला
कथक अछि कि ଆମ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି କ୍ଲାସିକାଲ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ କାହିଁକି in terms of what ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ କହୁଛନ୍ତି one of the classical languages of India, why it is called classical actually? ତୁମର ସେଇଟା ବି classical music କଣ what is the distinction actually?
Sir, classical language, some criteria are there in order to say a language as a classical language. If we get old script or something written evidence of some 1500 or 2000 years ago,
because of the historicity old things
Sir.
that is okay good, then your classical song and classical music, how is it different from the
sir, the difference between classical music and folk music is that classical music also, like I said, in classical language it has evidence of ancient times, like Hathi Gumpha inscription of the time of King Kharvela. So sir, written evidence is there in folk, and some rules and regulations are there in order to perform such steps, specified steps, and how to perform it, some like that is there, and 3
अच्छा को कविंग को लिखा ऊपर our Odissi dance is best. There are some
writing song which
कैसे because they provide a theme ना तो राधा कृष्ण करचो या ये करचो से कहा को की like who is the poet who has given this kind of writing skill and led to this dance form?
The book I can remember now, sir, Geeta Govinda.
yeah
Writer
correct ठीक है जयदेव
Jaydev. Yes.
रे ओडिसी डांस ओरिजिन कोठी अछि
Sir, origin टा देवदासी कल्चर रू हमको
तेरे उसको कोड था को मंदिर रे
पूरी मंदिर लिंगराज रे भी
को मंदिर होची हमर तीनटा बड़ मंदिर अछि माने टॉलेस्ट माने आर्किटेक्चरली आल्सो वेरी मैग्निफिसेंट जो को तीनटा कहलु
लिंगराज मंदिर भुवनेश्वर, पूरी जगन्नाथ टेम्पल, कोणार्क सेंटर.
अच्छा आंको भीतर मोस्ट एंशिएंट किए
आई थिंक
आई थिंक कोई भी करे हां
कोणार्क टेम्पल.
नो नो लिंगराज हां अच्छा हमर केतरा कोस्टल डिस्ट्रिक्ट अछि कहलु
बालेश्वर, कटक.
हां अच्छा तुम्हें तुम घर संबलपुर ना बलांगीर अच्छा बलांगीर कहीं कोस्टल आंटी फीलिंग अच्छी बहुत स्ट्रांग फीलिंग अच्छी
बहुत सारा रीजन अच्छी. फर्स्ट होची बहुत दादर माइग्रेशन हुए सेठू ଆଉ ସେଠି ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ସେଠି ବହୁତ ମିନରାଲ୍ସ ମିଳେ ବଲାଙ୍ଗୀରରେ।
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ କଣ କହିଲି ମାନେ
Anti coastal sentiment.
ଆଣ୍ଟି କୋଷ୍ଟାଲ ଫିଲିଂ କଟିକିଆ ବୋଲି କହିକିରି ମାନେ ବହୁତ ଗାଳି ହ୍ୱାଇ ଦିସ୍
ସାର୍ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ରିଜନ୍ ତ ରିଜନାଲ ଡିସ୍ପାରିଟି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଓକେ ଗୁଡ୍।
ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ଫିଲିଂ ଅଛି କି ତାଙ୍କ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟମେଣ୍ଟ ବେଶୀ କୋଷ୍ଟାଲ ରିଜନର ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ
ମାଡ଼ି
ମିଳେ
ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି ଖାଇ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି।
ମିଳେ ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଫିଲିଂ ଏମିତି ଅଛି କି ଆମ ରିସୋର୍ସେସ୍ ମିଳୁଛି ଆମ ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ସାଇଡ୍।
କୋଶଳ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଆଉ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ କ'ଣ ଅଛି actually?
କୋସାଲ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ ସବୁ ଯୋଉ ୱାର୍ଡସ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଥାଏ ତାର ହଳନ୍ତ ଲଗେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ସେଠି ବେସିକ୍ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ।
डायलेक्ट कीजिए डायलेक्ट केवल ना द स्क्रिप्ट इज सेम
ସ୍କ୍ରିପ୍ଟ ସେ
बट डायलेक्ट वाला
ଆଚ୍ଛା ରିଜନାଲ ଡିସ୍ପାରିଟି ତମେ କହିଲ ତାକୁ ବ୍ରିଜ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କ'ଣ ଆମେ କିଛି କରିଛେ ନା ରିଜନାଲ ଡିସ୍ପାରିଟି ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ନେଇଛେ ନା ନାହିଁ?
ସାର୍ ନିଆ ହେଇଛି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ସ୍କୁଲ୍ସ କଲେଜେସ୍ ଆଉ ହେଲ୍ଥ ଉପରେ ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦଉଛି ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ।
ଆଉ କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ ଗୋଟେ ବଡି ତିଆରି ହେଇଛି
ସାର୍ ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ କାଉନସିଲ୍। ତ ବାକି ସେ ବଡିରେ ଏଇଟା କନସର୍ନ ଅଛି ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ପିପଲର କି ସେଟା ଯେହେତୁ ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ପାଇଁ ହେଇଛି ସେଟା ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ରହିବା କଥା ଯୋଉଟା କି ଖୋର୍ଦ୍ଧାରେ ଅଛି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ପୋର୍ଟ କେତେଟା ଅଛି ଫଙ୍କସନାଲ ପୋର୍ଟସ୍?
ପାରାଦୀପ
ଆଉ ଆଉ ଦୁଇଟା ଅଛି ଫଙ୍କସନାଲ
ଜାଣିଛୁ ନା ଗଞ୍ଜାମରେ କୋଉଟା ଅଛି ଗୋପାଳପୁର ନା ଶୁଣିଛୁ ହଁ
ଆଉ
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଏବେ ନୂଆ ଆସିଛି
ଭଦ୍ରକରେ କ'ଣ?
ଯୋଉ ସେ ଆବୁଲ କାଲାମ ଘର ପାଖରେ ସେଠି ଗୋଟେ ଆଇଲାଣ୍ଡ ଅଛି
ଚାନ୍ଦିପୁର।
ଚାନ୍ଦିପୁର ପାଖରେ କ'ଣ ଧାମରା ପୋର୍ଟ।
ବରଗଡ଼ରେ why there is prevalence of cancer?
Sir, due to excessive use of pesticides in agriculture.
କୋଉ ଟାଇମରେ ୟୁଜ୍ ହେଲା ପେଷ୍ଟିସାଇଡ୍?
Pesticides ଟା sowing time ରେ ବହୁତ use ହୁଏ।
ନାଇଁ ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ରିଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ହେଲା ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ହାଇ yielding ଭେରାଇଟି ଆଗ୍ରି ଫର୍ଟିଲାଇଜର ପେଷ୍ଟିସାଇଡ୍ ଆମେ ୟୁଜ୍ କଲେ କୋଉଥିରେ?
Green revolution.
ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ରିଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍। ତ ଇଲ୍ ଇଫେକ୍ଟସ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ରିଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍ କ'ଣ ଆସିଲା ଆମର? ସେଲ୍ଫ ସଫିସିଏଣ୍ଟ ତ ହେଇଗଲା ଆମେ ଫୁଡ୍ ଗ୍ରେନ୍ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନରେ ବଟ୍ ଆମର ତ ଇଲ୍ ଇଫେକ୍ଟସ୍।
Sir, ill effects are कि excessive use of pesticides are being used which led to chronic diseases, kidney failure.
ଆଉ କ'ଣ ହେଲା? ଆଉ ଏନଭାयରमेଣ୍ଟାଲ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ କ'ଣ ହେଲା?
Environment ରେ bio accumulation food
ଆଉ
chain.
କ'ଣ ହେଲା? ଆଉ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ୱାଟର କ'ଣ ହେଲା?
ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ୱାଟର ପଲ୍ୟୁଟ ହେଇଗଲା।
ଡିପ୍ଲିସନ୍ ହେଇଗଲା ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ୱାଟର କାହିଁକି ନା ଏକ୍ସେସିଭ୍ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ୱାଟର ୟୁଜ୍ କରାହେଲା। ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି। ତ ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ ରିଭଲ୍ୟୁସନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆର ସବୁ ଏରିଆକୁ ବେନିଫିଟ୍ କରିଥିଲା ନା ଫ୍ୟୁ ସର୍ଟନ୍ ଏରିଆଜ୍ ୱେର୍ ବେନିଫିଟେଡ୍
Sir,
ମୋର୍?
few only. So Western UP, Punjab and Haryana.
ग्रीन फाइनेंसिंग
ग्रीन फाइनेंस, व्हाट इज ग्रीन फाइनेंस? कार्बन फुटप्रिंट कौन? व्हाट इज कार्बन फुटप्रिंट?
Carbon footprint is like when excessive use of carbon, the
I am using this mobile phone. What is the carbon footprint of this mobile phone?
sir, the amount of greenhouse gases.
Now you get what I am talking
Yes, sir.
about.
So the amount of greenhouse gases which is during the manufacturing of a product.
Any product we are using, maybe paper, it may be AC, it may be phone, it may be this pen. Okay, carbon emission जहाँ भी होती है, that is carbon. ठीक है, अब हमारा what are the greenhouse gases?
Carbon dioxide, PM 2.5.
Gas, PM तो particulate matter है वाला. Greenhouse gas.
Sulfur dioxide.
Methane का वो greenhouse gas नहीं? Methane greenhouse gas. What is the source of emission of methane? कौन तो ये methane emission हुए?
The rice fields are the major.
Rice fields are the major. Wetlands कौन? What are wetlands?
Wetland is an area where there is swampy
Okay,
area.
very good. Utility कौन wetland?
The wetland are a very it is considered the wetland are a very good source which can which have rich biodiversity and it can reduce the greenhouse gas.
ଆଉ କଣ କରିବେ ସିଙ୍କ एक्चुअली कार्बन सिंक
जो आपको कहीं ग्रीन कहते हैं एक्चुअली ग्रीन गैस करो ना ग्रीन इथेन
ग्रीन हाउस गैस
काहे की व्हाइट इज ग्रीन हाउस
Due to a phenomena like in a greenhouse, if that gases will be present, then it will heat and it will not go out of that.
कौन हुई एक्चुअली कैप्चर्स इट एंड डजंट रेडिएट बैक काहे की हमर रेडिएशन ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି फ्रीक्वेंसी ଅଛି अरे हमर जो इट कम्स इन अ wavelength the wavelength will change so it doesn't get radiated so it is trapped heat is trapped that ray to temperature rise greenhouse gas.
So what is social exclusion and what is social justice?
Social justice is giving adequate opportunities to the vulnerable sections of the society to make them at par with the mainstream, and social exclusion is excluding a community or a person from their upliftment.
Who is now the Chief Justice of India?
भाई
PR गवाई खाना जो संजीव खाना गलेनी ठीक है okay do you think what is separation of power? Tell me.
The separation is power is the concept is given by Montesquieu, where
Montesquieu, I am talking about context of India. In the context of India, what is separation of power?
Sir, when there is the clear-cut separation between executive, judiciary, and legislature powers.
So, if clear-cut separation exists in India or not? Not in India.
The boundary is blurred.
So, what is judicial overreach?
When judiciary try to step in the arenas of legislature and so as to provide a constitutional safeguard.
Is there any difference between judicial overreach and activism? Which is good, which is bad?
Judicial overreach is usually seen in a bad context, and activism is seen in
good context. What is public interest litigation?
Public interest litigation is a group of people they by post or via any medium send a complaint against whatever is happening in their areas to the judiciary.
अच्छा what is a constitutional post and the statutory post?
Constitutional post is which is mentioned in the constitution itself,
Right.
and statutory post is when it is the post is being created by an act of legislation.
ଗୋଟେ bill କେତେବେଳେ act ହେବ
After all the legislature processes and the assent of the president or the respective.
The president by which veto power ଅଛି? What is the veto power? The president
Has veto powers like pocket veto, suspensive, where he can lay the bill without giving his assent for a longer period of time.
अच्छा ଏବେ ଭାଇस प्रेसिडेंट रिजाइन कले से काहाକୁ रेजिग्नेशन लेटर लिखिले president when president will resign से काहाକୁ लिखिले रेजिग्नेशन लेटर when president will resign to whom he will write the letter of resignation?
Parliament.
and vice president vice president is not there suppose in that vice president not there president will tender resignation काहाକୁ ଦେବେ chief justice
chief justice okay ठीक ଅଛି ଆଉ କଣ ପଚାରେ
ଭଲ ଅଛି ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଚାନ୍ସ ଅଛି ତ